In today's video, we're going to be opening Match Attax and adding every player we get into a team and placing them into the Premier League to see how they would do in a one-season challenge. Okay, so we're going to be opening the first one here. As you can see, we have 2 packs, and anyone that's a male footballer that's on the game that we pack, everyone should be on the game, will be added to our team. So let's waste no time and get the first pack open. Do not question my pack opening skills. We're going to turn it upside down because I think the players are going to be facing up. And they will be. Oh, they're facing both ways. Okay, I'm going to have to just cover it with my hands. Firstly, we have Okafor. Honestly, not actually that bad at all. I think that could have been a lot worse at the start. Okay, I think this is a European special, so it's going to be teams in the Champions League, Europa and stuff. We then have Leon Bailey. Again, a solid player. So we've now got Okafor, Leon Bailey, João Palhinha, a DM. Obviously, remember, we could technically have got 10 strikers and been absolutely screwed. So, the fact that we've got a DM is a good start. Rudiger. Now, this is a big one. We've now got a DM. We've got Rudiger. Our team is shaping up very nicely. In the last one of this pack, Bologna. Santiago Castro, I'm pretty sure he's a striker, isn't he? He's a very young striker. He's a breakthrough card as well. Let me put it a bit closer so you guys can see that. Try and get it into focus. It's kind of like silver and a bit shiny. So, quick review of the first pack. So we have Santiago Castro, Antonio Rudiger, João Palhinha, Leon Bailey, and Okafor. So, those 5 are all going into our team. But now, we have the second pack. Please, a goalkeeper. We should be able to get one. We've got 5 more cards to open. I'm going very careful here not to actually rip the actual cards. And what way round are they this time? Okay. Firstly, we have Antonio Silva, our second centre-back. Another Wonderkid as well. Do not mind that whatsoever. Next player, though. Lo Celso. I mean, he's alright, but it's not fantastic. We then have a manager. Well, I guess our team's going to be managed by Sahin, but he's not quite a player we're able to use. We have 2 players left, and they're both facing this way, which makes me think they're both special. Hopefully that means they're good players. Atletico Madrid is the first one. Oh, it says he's a midfielder. I'm not sure if you can see, but here is purple in the middle of the pitch. Koke. Honestly, not too bad, and once again, it's like a special design. You can probably see it when it's next to these. It's a little bit different. We have a Man United goalkeeper, Edwin van der Sar. I mean, that's a really cool pick. That's a really cool one to get. But he's not available to us. So we're going to have a think about what we can do, because here we've got Edwin van der Sar that we can't use. We got a manager, so at least we don't have to create our own manager. We can have Sahin, but that's not very up. So this one, we only actually got 3 players that we can use, and that's Koke, that's Antonio Silva, and Lo Celso. To go with the other players as well, we might give ourselves Onana instead of Van der Sar, because I feel like that's the fairest thing to do. A Man United goalkeeper will give them their current one. So we have 9 players to use. Only joking, we just went and bought 2 more. So Van der Sar, we can ignore him. We currently have, I think, 8 players, but obviously we have 2 more packs right here to go along. So obviously we're creating a club. Did you ever think 10 players was going to be enough? With this, we'll have enough for a full bench, a starting 11 hopefully, and then if we need even more, we'll just fill out with low-rated players. They won't be getting any minutes. So this first pack of the second round, I can already see the shiny one, so we'll open it this way around and leave the shiny one till last. So firstly, we've got, remember, we still need a goalkeeper. Lino, as you can see right here. Not too bad. Then we have a match ball. That's good, guys. That's exactly what we need for our starting 11. That can go over here. Bisek, defender, not too shabby. A goalkeeper. Oh, it's a woman's goalkeeper. The one goalkeeper, there's a current player that we've got is a woman's one, so we can't use it. And a Leipzig midfielder. Oh, this is big. Xavi Simons is joining. Let me show you a better angle of this one. That is going to be a massive player to add to our midfield. So we only got 3 players out of that, taking us to about about 11. I think we now have a starting 11, but no goalkeeper, which is a little bit of an issue. But we'll now move on to the final pack. As we can see, the shiny one is the one that's coming out first, but we'll turn it upside down when we get it open. There we go. Time to turn it upside down. Who's the first player going to be, though? Okay, I'm honestly not too sure about this guy. We'll have to check out what he's saying. Doesn't look like he's going to be fantastic. We've got another manager. Vincent Kompany. Would be good if he was still playing, but he's not. Next, though, we've got another manager. We're getting absolutely screwed over here. We've got a Man City midfielder and a Barcelona forward. This could be big. We don't have a goalkeeper. We're not going to play an outfielder. We'll just get either a Nana, I'm still undecided about that, or we'll just get like a 75 rated basic goalkeeper. But we've got a Man City midfielder and a Barcelona attacker. This could be Lewandowski, Rafinha, Lamine Yamal. This could be game changing, this one right here. So we'll start with the Man City midfielder. Could be De Bruyne, James McAtee. I mean, not very high rated on FIFA, but a Wonderkid nonetheless, so could do a role for us. And our final player to be added to the team is Lewandowski. We've got Lewandowski to be our striker. That is absolutely massive. And have a look at this little card design as well we've got going on here. Very, very cool. But either way, that's not too bad at all. We got a few too many managers and stuff for my liking, but Xavi Simons, Lewandowski getting added. We're now ready to create our club. It will be filled with some free agents, but I'll make sure it's the players that we've got that fill out the starting 11 and play basically every single game. So let's hop on to FIFA. As you can see, we're now in the door of our creator club, Match Attax FC. And this is what the team is looking like. Honestly, considering we could have got any random players, which is definitely what we did get, I think the team could be a lot worse. But obviously, we don't actually have a goalkeeper. But either way, Lewandowski is going to be a key player for us. 89 rated, one of the best strikers still in the world. Rudiger, 88 rated, still one of the best centre-backs in the world. So even though it's a bit of a weird mix of players, we still have some absolute quality. Same with Xavi Simons. We've got a 21-year-old ball at 84 rated. So hopefully they can carry us to a decent Prem finish. But we have bought in Andre Onana for 40 million. We didn't have a keeper, so I thought, what are really our options? We either play an outfield player in goal. We've only got about 14 players from those packs anyway. So I feel like that's a bit of a waste, and it kind of ruins it. And then if we sign a random goalkeeper, at least Onana plays for United, and we did get Van der Sar, who played for United, and he's not that good. It's not that overpowered. So with him in goal, this is now what our team is looking like. It's honestly not too bad, but as you can see on the bench, we do only have 4 players. So we're going to be running a bit thin on the numbers. But we are having a little training session just to warm up the lads, get them used to each other, because like I said, it's just a random bunch of players shoved together going into the Premier League. It did go alright, to be fair, and we're now going to get into pre-season to give them even more of a warm-up. Hopefully it goes alright. We could do with a good little pre-season to give us a little bit of momentum. We'll take everything we can get. But as you can see, Lino on the ball into Lewandowski. What a finish. If we are successful in this one season, Lewandowski is going to be such a key man for us. As you can see, he did drop 4 goals, 1 assist in the 3 pre-season games, dropping an average rating of 8.8. That is unbelievable. But it is now time for the Premier League season, and we're going to be simming to January 1st to then have a mid-season review. But this first half of the season might be a little bit shaky. I don't know what our goals really here should be. It's really hard to say. A top half finish, a European spot I think would be a success, but we'll have to get into it, and we're going to check halfway through in January to see how we're doing. As you can see, we're here halfway through the season in January, and we're in 11th place. We have lost 10 games, which is more than everyone around us, and we have conceded a lot more goals than everyone around us, but we have scored a lot more than everyone around us. And this is what that team is looking like. Obviously not really many rating changes. You know, that's to be expected. But Lewandowski has put up 12 and 3 in the first 18. That is the reason we're not basically in relegation. Absolutely massive from him. Xavi Simons as well, 10 and 7 in 19 from attacking midfield is an absolute joke, by the way. Unbelievable return from him. Very, very impressed. And everyone else has kind of been subpar. It's only really been them two carrying us to a mid-table so far finish. So, there's not really anything else to do. We're now going to get into the second half of the season. We're getting through this very quick because there's no signings or changes really to be made to the squad. We've only got, what, 15, 14 players that are available to us. So, let's get into the second half of the season. Let's see how we do. Fingers crossed, we have an important game at least to play. But I mean, look at this from Bisek, our centre-back. Going for the overhead kick. Bow. What a finish that is. That's an absolute joke from our centre-back. We're in the FA Cup final. Don't ask how, but we're in it. We've lost every other game this month, but we're in the FA Cup final. And realistically, this is the biggest thing we're going to be able to win. We're not going to be in for a Premier League title race, are we? Let's be serious. Us against Arsenal in the FA Cup final. Are they going to bottle another thing? We'll have to wait and see. But we might bottle it because we only have about 14 players available. Everyone is absolutely knackered because they're all playing every single game and most minutes of every game. So this team is knackered. This is what we've managed to get together. Lewandowski, Rudiger, they're too good to be benching. So McAtee, Lo Celso, they've come in. It's a bit makeshift. We've just got to hope an 85 rated Lewandowski can carry us. Okay, we've got it with Lo Celso on this right-hand side. Cutting in. We've played it into McAtee. Unbelievable control from him. What's he going to do? He's cut it back to Lewandowski, who's got the ball. It's not a bad attempt, only 15 minutes in. Okay, they've got it with Hincapié, the left back, into Martinelli. Trying to go past Silva. He might be getting round him. He played into Kai Havertz. Oh, no. It's Kai Havertz. I really did not need to stress her at all, did I? Okay, we've got it with McAtee in the middle of the pitch. Nice little close control. Back out to Lo Celso, who's actually had a good game so far. See, look at that. Lovely switch to Simmons. Straight into Lina. I don't think he's going to be getting that. He's got a bit lucky, but he has got it either way. Into Lewandowski. What a finish that is. Roberto the Lewandowski. What a goal. 26 minutes in. We're actually winning the FA Cup final against Arsenal. And I did say Lewandowski's going to be a key player for us in this game. He's only got half fitness, but you don't need it when he's in the right position for him just walking. And a left foot finish across goal like that. Okay, we've got a corner now. We've played it short. We're now going to play it back to Koke. He's put the ball into McAtee. Chipped it over to Antonio Silva overhead kick. Yeah, in a bit, lads. In a bit. We've had enough of this game now. 2-0 up, 35 minutes. We've just scored another overhead kick. Once again with a centre-back. And that corner tactic, the Arsenal set-piece coach is jealous. We all know it. Look at that. Overhead kick. It probably could have been saved, but who cares? Not me, because we're now 2-0 up in the FA Cup final. And I mean, that's half-time. I couldn't have even imagined it going as well as it has been. All we've got is 45 minutes with very tired legs, bear in mind. And then we've won a trophy with a random bunch of players. Okay, let's get into this second half then. We've got something in mind, and McAtee fancies it. We've gone for it. Surely not. Surely not! Is that Mini-Mentor? Okay, I think it could be time for some changes, because Rudiger and Lewandowski are close to stopping breathing on this pitch. So this is what our team's going to be looking like. Plinius had to drop to DM. Richardson's come on. Bailey and Castro have come on, even though they're both tired as it is. It's very makeshift, but we've got to just hope we can see it out. Okay, 92nd minute. We've managed to get it clear. Surely this is it. I mean, Castro's through on goal, but it don't matter because the ref's blown up. It would have been nice to get a third, but we don't need it. We've won against Arsenal 2-0 in the FA Cup final. Not quite sure how they've let that happen. It's a bit embarrassing when you look at the team we actually went in with. But these players right here, let me find him. Let me find him. Let me do him the honours. This man, more importantly, it's not even going to focus for him. How mean is that? But this man, Lewandowski, is the reason we've won the FA Cup, let's be honest. And now we get our hands on a bit of silverware, and it's Koke to lift it. I can't believe we've actually won a piece of silverware. I was expecting a 9th, 8th place finish, and I would have called that a success. But we've gone on to win the FA Cup. And we're now at the end of the season. As you can see, we did lose every single Premier League game in this month, including to Arsenal, but we won the more important one. So the league position might not be too pretty. It's 13th. Honestly, it's not actually that bad, is it? When you look at the team, and remember, we only had 3 or 4 subs all season. I honestly don't think that's actually that bad. I think we confirm a 13th place finish. And this team, look at Rudiger's and Lewandowski's stamina. They're too old to be playing the minutes they've just been playing. But the backups were so much worse than them. They weren't allowed any breaks. We've absolutely ended their careers. They're definitely retiring after this season, but at least they won something. As you can see though, Lewandowski slowed down the goal scoring, but he did have basically half a lung for the second half. 15 though, but 5 in the FA Cup. 5 and 5. Couldn't really ask for more than him. They decided between them, we want the FA Cup. And to be fair, they were successful. Because look, Xavi Simons, oh my God. 5 goals, 6 assists in 6 FA Cup games. 9.45 average rating. I take it back. Lewandowski ain't the reason we won. He is. Castro, 7 goals in 5 Champions League games. Even Okafor, 2 and 3 in 3. What has happened? So, I mean, this team clearly is a lot better than I thought, because we firmed an FA Cup run, and boy did we perform. We managed to win an FA Cup with literally opening 4 match attacks. It was a good little throwback. I used to love collecting them as a kid. But I didn't expect it one day to be winning me an FA Cup, I must say. But either way, that is where we're going to leave this. Bit of an interesting rebuild. If you did enjoy this style of video, a bit more experimental, make sure to let me know down below. I could do more like this. Obviously, if you have any suggestions, make sure to leave them down below. But if you made it this far, make sure to drop a like, drop a subscription. Until next time, thanks for watching and goodbye.